You are all the power. You can achieve anything you want in life. No limits. But manifesting can be tricky because it involves aligning the conscious phase of our awareness with the subconscious one. So a lot of times what's happening is you're consciously affirming, I am abundant. That's your affirmation. But then the subconscious phase is going like this. I can't afford this, it's expensive. So there isn't alignment here and change doesn't come. So let's see how we can gain more awareness of the subconscious phase so that we can bring forth the changes that we want. Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Fernando and welcome to my channel. Yesterday I got a comment that was asking this. Any ideas on how to transmute a stomach ulcer? And immediately I was thinking, yes, everything is possible. Anything is possible. Expect miracles. You are all the power. And then immediately I look and I see the user's handle, the username, and I'm like, ooh, there's something here. Immediately it catches my attention. And so that inspired me to film this whole video actually. And I'll tell you what the username is in hopes to help the user who wrote me and everyone else. But before that, let's take a quick look at how consciousness flows to and through us and its phases. So as you can see here, there's a power that flows to and through us. That is divine intelligence. That is cosmic intelligence, cosmic consciousness. That is the essence of the universe. That is literally who we are. And it flows down to us. It flows to and through us. And when I'm saying down, that's a very third dimensional term, but that's the tool we have, so bear with me. This power flows to and through us. It animates our bodies. And this same power is the power that flows to and through everyone else and everything else in the universe. And it's one big thing. That's what we are. We are one. This is our true nature. And so this power has different phases as it comes down here, flowing to and through us. It's similar to like the sun, the light of the sun. It's one light, but as it's refracted, you can see, for example, different colors, and then you have a rainbow. And so it looks different, but it's one thing, right? And so it's the same thing here, the cosmic consciousness that's flowing to and through us. As it's approaching us, you have a different phase, which is the subconscious phase. The subconscious phase works directly under the control of cosmic intelligence. When you're sleeping, that's what's keeping all the functions, your vital functions, working. And it's totally involuntary. You're literally asleep. You don't have to do anything consciously, and your body's there, being replenished, you're breathing, the blood is flowing. So it's totally involuntary and it's totally connected with cosmic consciousness, the essence of everything, right? And then as it's approaching us here, that's the objective consciousness phase. That's the voluntary phase. Right? The objective consciousness has two aspects. The objective aspect, which involves the five senses that perceive, that allow us to perceive reality, right? And the five senses are very limited. We live in an ocean of vibrations, and the five senses can only perceive a very narrow range of all of those vibrations. So it's very limited. And then we have let's just wait for the truck to pass by. And then there is the subjective aspect of objective consciousness, which is all the mental processes that result. So your imagination, your thinking, so on and so forth. So this is the power of creation, like to guide your journey, right? So how you manifest. So you're setting the intention, you're consciously affirming, and that's how you guide your manifestation. But if we're not aware of really what's going on a subconscious level, then the subconscious thoughts, the subconscious ideas, the beliefs that are there, they trump whatever it is that we're affirming on a conscious level. And so a beautiful soul asks if there is a way to transmute a cancer ulcer, and I'm like, yes, because anything is possible. But then I see the username, and I'm like, wow, this is so interesting. Okay, so the username is Poison Ice Cream. I immediately see the connection. Do you see the connection? Poison Ice Cream, please know that I love you and that you are all the power and that you can do anything you want. And hopefully this video helps you and also helps anyone else that's watching and that's looking for transmutation regarding anything in their life, okay? Anything is possible. But when I see that, I'm like, there's a connection there because it's the person's username. I don't know the meaning behind it. I don't know why, the reason why for that name. But nonetheless, you are all the power. You are literally all the power. All the words that we are choosing to think, the words we are choosing to verbalize, the actions we take, all of these things are literally being recorded by the grand computer that is God, the universe. Everything matters. That's what I'm trying to say, right? In the Secret movie and the book, there's a story of a man. He hires a therapist, and this therapist is one of the teachers in The Secret. And she's talking to the guy. He's like an artist. He paints. And so one of his main issues is like, I want to have a meaningful relationship. I am able to hook up with women, but like nothing ever lasts. And I'm looking to like have a long-lasting relationship with someone. And then the therapist, if I remember correctly, okay, I read that story a long time ago, but she's in his house having the session. And so she looks around and she sees all the paintings that were hanging, right? That were on the wall. And then she's like, honey, look at the paintings that you've been painting. All of the women are literally looking away from you. And he's the one painting those, right? And she's like, you are sending a message to your subconscious, basically. You are all the power. You are all the power, not figuratively, but literally, okay? And so she's like, you gotta change that because you're wanting something on a conscious level, but what actions are you taking? What words are you saying when it comes to women and relationships? Because all you're painting is women that, are turning their back to you. So you have a task. You are going to paint you with a beautiful woman in a relationship. And so that's what he did, and ultimately he was easily able to find his special someone. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? And throughout my journey, I have set the goal and the intention to become more and more aware of my unconscious patterns. So when we come to Earth, we are infinite, eternal spiritual beings having a limited, temporary, finite human experience. Speaking of finite, this part of consciousness is the finite one, the mortal one, okay? The black one, I forgot to say that before. So we are eternal. And when we come to Earth, we come here with a plan. And so you pick all the adversities and the challenges you're going to experience here for growth. Of course, the personality doesn't remember this because the veil of forgetfulness, right? And that's part of the design. But I know that one of the biggest challenges that I picked for transmutation this time around was overcoming a sense of lack and not enoughness. This was me all throughout my life up until my first spiritual awakening. It's like lack. That's what I believed in. That's what I experienced, right? And so I've Set the intention to become more and more aware of my unconscious patterns, the thoughts, the actions, right? And so in the past, I would get, for example, PDF versions of books online. I would even like download movies for free. I did that for so many years in the past, so many years. And I thought it was okay. It's fine to just grab a copy for free of someone else's work, right? For one, it's not cool, right? Because I mean, it takes time and energy, and it's like you're not honoring the other people's job and medicine to the world, really, right? So that's one thing. But also, what message was I sending to my subconscious mind when I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna pay for that because I don't have money. I cannot afford this. So I'm gonna grab it for free, right? What message am I sending to my subconscious mind? I cannot buy this. I am not enough. Do you know what I mean? And also, manifesting abundance is about getting into the flow of abundance. You are a vessel for so much energy, including the energy of money. So the more you become like a wide vessel to like receive money, spend and give, receive, spend and give, receive, spend and give, you become a vessel. That's what it means to be in the flow of abundance. So when we're like, I don't want to pay, this is expensive, all we're doing is like, I don't want to play the game of abundance. I don't want to be in the flow of abundance. So learning to spend with love, and I'm not saying to mindlessly spend and manifest debt. That's not what I'm saying, but it's a practice of getting into the game, and it's a divine game. It's a divine, beautiful, cosmic game. And so what message am I sending, right? To my subconscious mind. And so no wonder I perpetuated lack in my life. So nowadays I don't do that anymore. If I want something, a book, for example, I'll download it, I'll buy it, like the Kindle version. I have my Kindle thing, I love it, and that's what I do. If you cannot spend that money at that particular moment, that's okay. You just don't buy it then, but you set an intention to buy it soon. You set an intention to manifest that because you can't afford anything. So we get to change this. Even if you can't afford something right now, it's like, I can't afford anything I want. I can afford anything I want. So it's a matter of shifting the internal dialogue, the inner dialogue, right? Another example. You're wanting to manifest something great, more abundance, better health, whatever it is. But let's talk about abundance here, because that's where I'm going with my train of thought. And then you're saying, I'm abundant, I can afford anything I want, money comes to me easily. And then you see a company pitching their products or services, and then you're triggered, and you're like, oh, how dare they offer their service in exchange for money? How absurd. And this is a very sneaky one, okay? I used to fall for that, and I see that a lot of people do. And then you're triggered by the companies or other people offering their services. What message are you sending to your subconscious mind when you're resenting the company or the person offering their services? That's wrong. That's not spiritual. Making money is bad. That's the easiest way to perpetuate lack. So can we become more aware of the thoughts we're having? It's in the little details. It's in your daily life, moment to moment, right? What quality of thoughts am I having towards anything? Towards my health, towards my wealth, towards my relationships, because all of the little things count. And so if we're trying to manifest, not trying, because trying implies failure. When you're seeking to manifest better health, we get to be aware of the words we're using, the usernames we're picking, right? The things we're saying. Because all of these things count. They do. They totally do. I used to curse every now and then before my spiritual awakening. I never did it like full blown, I never did it like that, but I would curse sometimes. After my awakening and when I began to understand like how powerful we are, I never cursed. I cursed once when I slipped up during my spiritual journey. And immediately after, cursing out loud, I was like, wow, what was that, And I never did it again. So I'm very mindful of the words that I speak. Very mindful. If there's a thought that comes and it's not in alignment with what I want, I immediately say cancel, cancel, cancel. And I say the opposite. It's like cancel and revert that immediately. And state what serves you. So we get to be mindful if our usernames, if the things we're saying are serving us. I used to make fun of myself in social situations out of discomfort, really. Out of being totally uncomfortable around people. And because of, going through school and being bullied and having a hard time socializing as a young kid, because people would sometimes make fun of me, I developed this thing where I would make fun of myself first in social situations. Horrible idea. Horrible idea, because the universe takes things very literally. Literally. So when you're joking about yourself, you're mocking yourself just to have fun or just to get out of an uncomfortable situation, the universe is listening because you are the universe. And so don't make fun of yourself, not even as a joke. I'm very mindful of the words that I speak because I know that they count. I know that they matter. So today, I would never say something that doesn't serve me. Ever. Ever. Even if my current situation isn't what I'm looking for, I don't focus on that and amplify that. I'm always affirming what I want no matter what. So we get to be very mindful of that, because when we're not, then we're experiencing things that are not serving us and we don't know why. But if we take a closer look, we might find things that are there. It's part of our identity and we're not even aware of it. So let's bring those things to the conscious level more and more. So for the beautiful soul who wrote about the stomach ulcer, the first thing I would recommend is to change that name. Change it. Because it's not poison and then the food, which you eat, and it's in your stomach. So it seems silly, right? It seems silly, I know, but there's no silliness for the universe. Now, am I saying that username is the cause of that ailment? No, that's not what I'm saying. But nonetheless, it's part of the person's identity because it's the person's username. And if you ask me if that is serving that person, I'd say, no, not at all. Just change it, cancel that. Do the opposite, invert that. And then, of course, there's other things that you can do. So Ho'oponoponoing an ailment is an amazing thing, because Ho'oponopono is a transmutation tool. And Ho'oponopono tells us to love everything. Love the disease, love the extra fat, love the problem. So a lot of times when we have an ailment, it's like, oh, I hate it, and we're resenting the ailment. Is that giving love? No. So love it, embrace it. It doesn't mean you want it to stay there, but you're cleaning on it. Affirm what you want. My stomach is 100% perfect, because what? You have a new body every 3 months. Cosmic intelligence is what's running all the show involuntarily. You don't have to do anything. So if you allow and you affirm what you are, which is pure perfection, you are pure perfection. If your mind is telling you anything that is less than pure perfection, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's the ego with its shenanigans, okay? You are cosmic consciousness. You are cosmic intelligence. And that's what's recreating your body at all times. So ho'oponopono the disease. Affirm what you want, which is perfection, because you are perfection. From a place of knowing. You know like you know like you know like you know that this is who you are, and it's channeling through you. It's flowing to and through you at all times. But because you are all the power, you're shaping the energy that's flowing to and through you. And when we're using words or thoughts or deeds that don't serve us, the way we're shaping it is not serving us, and these things manifest. And so let me help you clean on those memories that are not serving you with Ho'oponopono. I have a guided Ho'oponopono meditation that you can download for free. Check out the link in the description box down below, and check out my Ho'oponopono playlist so you can keep cleaning all those things. So I'm going to go ahead and link the playlist right here so you can go ahead and check it out